Chapter 13 Gryffindor vs. Ravenclaw. It looks like Ron and Hermione will not be friends anymore. Ron is very angry because Hermione did not try to stop Crookshanks. Hermione is angry because Ron says Crookshanks is a bad cat. Scabbers is gone. There is blood on the sheet and cat hair. Hermione thinks Crookshanks is not guilty. She tells Ron to look harder for Scabbers. Harry thinks Crookshanks ate Scabbers. He tries to tell Hermione the reason, but she gets very angry. "I knew you would agree with Ron," she says. "First the firebolt, now Scabbers. Everything is my fault. Just leave me alone, Harry. I have a lot of work to do." Harry wants Ron to feel better. He takes Ron to the last Quidditch practice before the big game with Ravenclaw. He says Ron can ride the firebolt after practice. Madam Hooch sees the new broom. She is surprised and very interested. She looks at it carefully and remembers when she had a new broom as a young witch. Oliver Wood, the captain of Gryffindor, talks to the team. "We know who Ravenclaw's seeker is," he says. "It's Cho Chang. She is good, but she has an old broom. She won't be a problem for you, Harry, not with your new firebolt." Wood looks at Harry's broom with a little jealousy. "Okay, everyone, let's practice." Harry finally rides the firebolt. It is better than he dreamed. It turns very quickly. It seems to read his mind before he makes a decision. It flies so fast that the stadium around him looks like a gray blur. "Harry, I'm letting the snitch out," shouts Wood. Harry turns and flies faster than a bludger. He sees the snitch go up from the ground. He flies after it. In less than 10 seconds, he catches it. The team cheers. Harry lets the snitch go free again. After a minute, he flies after it once more. He moves in and out and around the other players. He sees the snitch again and dives toward it. He catches it easily. It is Harry's best practice ever. The team feels very ready for the game. After practice, Wood says, "I don't think anyone can stop us tomorrow. I think we're going to win. Unless—" He looks at Harry. "The Dementors won't be at the game," says Fred. "Dumbledore is angry with them." "I hope they are not there," says Wood. Harry is not sure he can stop a Dementor. Practice ends. Harry stays behind so Ron can ride the firebolt. They stay until it gets dark. Madam Hooch tells them to go back to the castle. They walk near the forest. Then Harry sees something between the trees. He sees 2 bright eyes in the dark. He stops. "What is it?" asks Ron. Harry takes out his wand. "Lumos!" Light comes from his wand. It lights the trees. Harry relaxes. It is Crookshanks. "Go away!" shouts Ron. Ron picks up a rock and throws it at the cat. Crookshanks runs into the forest. "He's probably eating birds in there," says Ron. Harry doesn't say anything. He thought the eyes were the eyes of the Grim. They walk fast toward the castle. They do not talk. When they get to the painting to enter the Gryffindor common room, they see Neville Longbottom. Sir Cadogan, the painting guard, is shouting at Neville. "Neville, what happened?" asks Ron. "I forgot the password," says Neville sadly. "He won't let me in. I had a piece of paper with all the passwords for the week, but I lost it, I think." Harry and Ron shake their heads. "Caput Draconis," says Ron. The painting opens and they go in. At breakfast the next day, Harry comes to the great hall with the firebolt. All the children are excited. Many come to look and touch it. But the Slytherin children do not look happy. While Harry eats, he hears a mean, cold voice. "Are you sure you can fly that thing, Potter?" It is Malfoy with Crabbe and Goyle. "Yes, I can fly it," says Harry, trying to sound calm. "Too bad it doesn't have a parachute," says Malfoy. "You might fall off if you see a Dementor." Crabbe and Goyle laugh. "Too bad your broom doesn't have arms," says Harry. "Then it could catch the snitch for you." The Gryffindor table laughs. Malfoy looks angry and walks away. The game is about to begin. The weather is cool and clear. Harry is nervous. The stadium is full. He puts his wand inside his shirt just in case he needs it. He hopes he will not. He also hopes Professor Lupin is watching. Wood talks to the team. "If we lose today, we're out of the race for the cup. But fly like we did in practice, and we will win." The teams walk onto the field. Harry sees the Ravenclaw seeker, Cho Chang. She is small and the only girl on the team. Harry thinks she is very pretty. She smiles at him, and his stomach feels strange. "On your brooms," says Madam Hooch. "Wait for my whistle. 3, 2, 1. Harry flies fast into the sky.
"The game begins,"
says the commentator.
"Everyone wants to see what Harry Potter can do with the new firebolt. Gryffindor has the ball. Katie Bell is going to the goal."
Harry flies the other way. He looks for the snitch. He sees Cho is following him. She is a good flyer. Harry leans forward and goes faster. Cho is farther behind him now.
Katie is almost crushed by a bludger. She goes to the goal. She prepares. Goal! Gryffindor!
Harry sees it. The snitch is low to the ground. He dives. Cho sees him and follows. Harry dives faster. He is very excited.
Oh no! Potter doesn't see the bludger!
At the last second, Harry sees the bludger and turns. He almost falls. He flies again, but the snitch is gone. The whole crowd yells in disappointment. The game goes on.
Gryffindor is winning 80-0. And that firebolt is amazing. Potter is too fast. Cho's broom can't keep up.
Professor McGonagall shouts at the commentator, "Jordan, you are not here to sell firebolts. Talk about the game." Harry flies high over the field. Then he sees something gold. The snitch is near the goalposts. He flies at it, but Cho flies in front of him. She is not chasing the snitch. She is blocking Harry. She smiles. She is better than Harry thought. But Harry has a plan. He flies high, then dives fast. Cho thinks Harry is chasing the snitch, but it is a trick. He pulls up just before the ground, then shoots up again. There, he sees the snitch again. He flies faster and faster. Cho is far below. Then Cho screams. Harry looks down. 3 Dementors are on the field. They are dark with covered faces. They are looking at him. Harry does not stop. He dives straight at them. He takes out his wand. "Expecto Patronum!" he yells. A big silver light comes out. He knows it is his Patronus, but he doesn't wait to see what happens. He keeps chasing the snitch. He flies faster. He reaches out. He catches the snitch. Madam Hooch blows the whistle. The game is over.
Gryffindor wins!
The team flies to Harry shouting. Everyone in the stadium cheers. Students run onto the field. Harry hears a voice. That was a great Patronus! It is Professor Lupin. He looks happy and a little nervous. "I wasn't afraid at all," says Harry. "The Dementors didn't hurt me." "That's because they weren't real Dementors," says Lupin. "Come and see." Harry follows him. On the ground, in black clothes, are Malfoy, Crabbe, Goyle, and Marcus Flint, captain of the Slytherin team. They are trying to take off their dark robes. Professor McGonagall is there. She is very angry. "That was a bad joke," she says. "You tried to stop the Gryffindor Seeker." "Detention for all of you, and 50 points from Slytherin," she says. "I will tell Dumbledore." Here he is now." Harry and Ron run away laughing. Gryffindor wins. Malfoy is stuck in his robe, and he has detention. It is a perfect day. Everyone goes to the Gryffindor common room to celebrate. There is food, drinks, and candy. But Hermione is not happy. She is in a corner reading a big book. Harry goes to her. "Did you see the game?" he asks. "Yes," she says. "You played well." "Come join the party," he says. "I can't," she says. "I must finish this book by Monday. And Ron doesn't want me here." She looks at Ron. He is looking at Hermione with an angry look. "Scabbers would love this party," he says loudly. Hermione begins to cry. She picks up her book and runs to her room. Harry feels bad. "She doesn't care about what happened to Scabbers," says Ron. "She acts like Scabbers went on a trip." The party ends when Professor McGonagall comes. She is in pajamas. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Harry and Ron go to their room. Harry is tired. He jumps into bed and falls asleep immediately. Harry has strange dreams. He dreams he is in the forest. He follows a silver light. It moves fast through the trees. He runs after it. He hears the sound of hooves galloping through the forest ahead of him. Then he is in a clearing. "Ah! No!" Harry wakes up. He opens his bed curtain. The other children wake up. Harry hears a door slam downstairs. Ron shouts, "Black! Sirius Black! He was here with a knife!" "What?" says Harry. "Look! He cut my bed curtain!" It's true. Ron's curtains are cut and torn. Everyone runs downstairs. Professor McGonagall comes. "What is going on?" she yells. "Did the party start again?" "Ron had a nightmare," says Percy. He is angry with his brother. "It wasn't a nightmare," Ron shouts. "Black was here with a knife." McGonagall looks at him. "That's silly. How could he come in here?" "Ask him." Ron points at the painting. McGonagall goes outside. She looks at the painting. "Sir Cadogan, did someone come in?" "Yes, my lady," he says. "But the password," says McGonagall in disbelief. Everyone is shocked. "He had the password," says Cadogan. "He had a paper with all the week's passwords. He read them all to me." McGonagall goes back into the common room. "Which of you?" she begins to ask. Her voice is shaking in fear and anger. "Which one of you silly children wrote all of the passwords onto a piece of paper for anyone to see?" There is no sound from any of the children, except a small, terrified squeak. Neville Longbottom raises his hand slowly. His whole body is shaking in fear. Hey there, my name is Josh Cashel. I am the creator of this channel, Inglés Essencial. and I hope you enjoyed the video that you just saw. And if you could, take a moment to click the like button or possibly subscribe. Any support that you provide this channel goes a long way in helping me to continue creating the amazing, outstanding, unique, marvelous, unparalleled, if I may use that adjective, content that you just saw. So please take one moment, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.